I submitted it, and I didn't hear anything for months and months, and I figured that I hadn't won or whatever. And one day in April, which was like 5 months after I submitted the song, I got a phone call from a producer at Prairie Home Companion telling me that I was a finalist in their contest. And I thought, well, that's cool. I'll get a little certificate or an NPR coffee mug or something. Maybe a signed picture of Garrison Keillor telling me to stick with it. But the guy said, well, actually, we're going to fly you to St. Paul, Minnesota next weekend to be on the show live. And I said, who is this? Come on. But it was true. They flew me and a band that I had never played with before. Because it turns out that all of your band members also have to be in their 20s. And I play with old guys. So I flew to St. Paul, Minnesota, and they picked us up at the airport, and they brought us to the hotel where we checked in, and then went downstairs and went over to the theater, which was hours before. They do a show on Friday night, just for like a dress rehearsal, just for people in the city, not on the air, and then Saturday they do the live thing. So we did the Friday thing. We got there and found out that we would not only be playing music, but we would be in a Guy Noir skit with Garrison Keillor, which was by far the more terrifying of the two things that I had to do. I had to say Piscatawada Quadimogan 7 times during my little skit. So I sat up all night at the hotel trying to learn it. You can actually still go on, if you go on prairiehomecompanion.org, there's an archive of audio or whatever. If you go back to April of 2007, you can listen to it. It's pretty funny.
That might be why you have to be in your 20s.
Yeah, why is it?
To be able to say that 7 times.
Oh yeah. Right. Well, I turned 30 in June. I can still say it. Although I couldn't have been on that show now. What's amazing is I don't know if you guys are This American Life fans either, but Ira Glass was also on the same show that I was on, and I was listening to it because I've since gotten really into This American Life, and I was listening to it a few days ago, and I was listening to the guy, or not days ago, like months ago, and I was listening to the Guy Noir skit, and all of a sudden Ira Glass was on there too, and I was like, I met Ira Glass, and I don't remember it at all. Anyway, I'm going to play music since that's what I'm supposed to be doing. This is called Rosa. When I met her, I was younger, and I fell before she spoke, and I told her I loved her. And I was lonely and broke. She was working as a waitress on her way to Mexico, and she lost the day in Santa Fe, ended up back this way. Oh, she had the world figured out, just spinning in the back of her mind. She is lightning, and I am thunder, a moment behind. She is lightning, and I am thunder, a moment behind. Could you love me? Rosa, come on. You got an open invitation, and I take you when you're ready to run. You got an open invitation, and I take you when you're ready to run. Boston, or all the way to Rome. I'd have carved her from the mountains, the ice and the stone. She was a desert rose, a sweet sip of wine when there ain't nothing but sand, loneliness and time. Oh, when the world's spinning around, yeah, right in the back of her mind. She's lightning, and I'm thunder, a moment behind. lightning, I'm thunder, one moment behind. So Rosa, could you love me? Rosa, come on. Oh, you got an open invitation and it's a you and you're ready to run. You got an open invitation and it's a you and you're ready to run. Younger, and I fell before she spoke. She was working as a waitress for cigarettes and coke, and I told her I loved her, and I really think I did. She just smiled something wicked and turned away instead.